Welcome to another episode of the Nikki at Night Show. I'm your host, Nikki, and this is another episode of Short Stories. And this story does not disappoint. First off, before we get into it, this is your first time, welcome. This is an episode and show where we go over a specific clip on the internet that is pretty compelling, and then we go over what the creature possibly is and the experiences that the people had. Also, if you've already been here, welcome back, and thank you. Before we get into the clip, I'm going to go over it just real quickly. It's a group of young boys, seems like, maybe teenagers, and it looks like they're just videoing some beautiful landscape, and all of a sudden, some really tall, long, lengthy creature a couple hundred yards away from them is just running across the landscape. And it's big, and they get a pretty good video of it. We'll do some zooming in and go over it with you, and then go over the context and what these kids experienced and what we think this creature is. Let's let it play out.
Respond while we're watching them.
All right.
How do you track them?
There's two more black dots. Cody. Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy? What the frick?
What the fuck?
What was that?
He's walking creepy.
Dude, that was a skinwalker. What?
Follow him.
I videoed it.
So as you heard, these kids think it's a skinwalker. Did we just record a skinwalker? Dude, maybe. That's possible. It's super creepy, dude. And that's why I always explain. This is why you shouldn't, this is happening in broad daylight. This is why you shouldn't go into the woods in the middle of the night, man. That's, bro, like, that stuff is dangerous. And this is like some type of cryptid type creature. This is even a bear, a big cat, or even a moose or an elk. Where they are, those are big rolling hills. I'm not sure where they are, but I'm sure there's some big animals walking around in that landscape and some predators. However, these kids were just out and they were videoing the landscape. They go, what the freak is that? And you just see them see that big, tall, long creature run by. I've seen a bunch of people say this is a rake, but that's a creepypasta creature. I don't believe that's what this is. Now, for those who don't know what a skinwalker is, we're just going to kind of breeze over it a little bit, okay? Those who do know, just stick around, power through it. We're going to be all right. Skinwalkers most likely have been recognized by the Navajo Native American Indians as a witch-type creature that can shapeshift into animals. Remember, a bunch of people in the cryptozoology world, if you want to believe them or not, put skinwalkers and categorize them in with what the new mainstream idea is. If you've never seen the Joe Rogan Experience, he had this guy on, and he's a big Bigfoot guy, and they talked about how Bigfoots might be interdimensional beings, which is possible, and a bunch of people put skinwalkers in that interdimensional type creature, which, if you really think about it, you're talking about Native American Indians, you're talking about them being like some type of witch, and some type, demonic and dark magic type creature. You could probably put those right into that same category. And these creatures, man, are so creepy, dude. Luckily, they're really far away, and that thing didn't like hear them yelling or talking or something, because a lot of times, dude, like when you see these images and videos of like these creatures and they're looking back they are not scared of people at all. Like, this is one of my favorite clips of a so-called skinwalker. Check this out.
Hello?
It's, dude, that video, dude, like, it gives me goosebumps, man. I don't know if it freaks you out, but I just put myself in that position. Like, standing there videoing that, dude, I'm telling you right now, if you got wheels, that means you're fast. You better get cooking and run out of there. Now, these kids just happened to be out there at that specific moment to video this creature. Now, the real question is why was it running in what you would think its transitioned form long? Because I will argue this too, that's not a crawler. A lot of the videos of crawlers that we see, they're not moving super fast like that. And that creature is, I mean, dude, that thing is cooking, and it's big. I would have to argue that thing is probably between 7 and 8 feet tall. It's moving really, really fast. And again, it meets all the criteria of what a skinwalker is and what people describe as them. And knowing that these creatures are just running around and walking, most likely walking around among us, we're not going to get into the topic of people talking about, well, they could be living in your house and stuff. I mean, all right, dude. Well, if it's shaped like, if they're in dog form and they're not attacking you, I mean, whatever, man. There's no way to tell. But what you can do is, like I always tell people, just be aware. Not saying these things are fake, not saying they're real. You can be a skeptic if you want. But if you believe in these, just like anything else, I'm going to end this video saying just make sure you protect yourself. If these things are real, they're scary, and who knows what they can actually do. Because there's no videos out there all over the internet that show what they're doing to people or anything like that, right? So I'm going to end this video on that. I could ramble on for 15 minutes about these creatures and stuff. Love being here with all of y'all. Everybody that watched the video, thank you. As always, again, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It really, really helps with the algorithm and picking it up and helping us get subscribers, more subs, and all that stuff we get, and members as well. If you want to be a channel member and supporter, please go ahead and do that as well. It really, really helps us grow the channel. And then also, just have fun, man. I try to end these videos and say that. Have fun. Hang out with your friends. Get outside. Thanks. See you on the next one.